of Duty isn't a real shooter. It's what the industry feeds you so you never discover one. I would know. The last time I exposed this truth, my message was silenced by the industry. Some of you might recognize the games journalist who helped bury my old content. And they didn't do it just to hurt me. They were trying to make sure you never found out what real feels like. Because once you have felt a real shooter and real video game guns, you don't go back. If you think the internet is giving you the truth about shooters, they're not. Unlike most creators, I didn't need to buy and play the new Call of Duty to know the franchise is dead. In my Mythos, Call of Duty has been dead. And the moment they rolled out another celebrity front cover campaign for Call of Duty 7, I knew exactly what the game would be. I knew this because I never forgave Call of Duty for their past transgressions. And I'm re-amplifying a lost signal so you never forget them. If you care about your future, you should be tired of the channels just talking about the problem. What I offer you is a solution. Because I'm not here to review Call of Duty. I'm here to replace it. We're taking a look back from before the mask existed. This footage was made during the collapse of the Red Pill. Something else I saw coming.
Welcome to a reality check in virtual reality at Polished Productions. We dig deep into what's really happening in the video game industry. Because this is special Black Pill gaming content, we talk about the state of gaming and the state of the gamers. Believe it or not, people are still playing Call of Duty in 2025. We are asking a question that many Call of Duty fans never thought they'd have to face. Has Activision completely lost the plot and chosen to sell out the Call of Duty franchise to the flat screen agenda? More importantly, is the current player base selling themselves out? Activision already took Call of Duty full Fortnite, and many of the players seemed not to mind. Now, Activision has chosen to team up with Seth Rogen to promote the franchise. Before we break this down, and I give my commentary, I think it is important to mention a past request I made to Activision.
What the fuck?
I asked them to team up to create a virtual reality game after they released the Call of Duty Trans Bullet skin in one of the most epic industry virtue signals of all time. I felt they could have done more. It seemed Activision wanted to help those looking to roleplay as a trans mass shooter really juice up the fantasy. But this idea was always baby paper. Activision could have truly improved the role-playing experience by letting people take the shoes of a transgender shooter inside virtual reality. Unfortunately, they did not care enough about the trans community to team up with the white gamer to make the pro-trans gaming content that matters. But all of that is in the past. Let's get back to Seth Rogen and Call of Duty being absolute weak sauce. Later on will be special taking America virtual throwback content you should really enjoy. Now that we showed off some virtual alpha gaming in Pavlov VR, we can get back to the soy beta gaming that happens on flat screen. And while playing Call of Male Booty, Activision has teamed up with Seth Rogen, who is another pillar of masculinity from the left. To his credit, he is able to cause problems around the world by being funny, and he also got rapper Eminem to admit that he is gay.
When I say things about gay people, and people think that my lyrics are homophobic, it's because I'm gay. Violence or I like men.
They passed it off as comedic relief for the movie The Interview and for Eminem in real life due to backlash related to his controversial song lyrics. But we all know this was Eminem just being himself, and that Seth Rogen most likely accepted a blowjob from Feminem for the opportunity to be in the movie. I say that because Hollywood and the video game industry are polluted. It is weird that Seth Rogen is being used by Activision to promote a military shooter, because this is supposed to be a game for the chuds. If you still need the red pill, which if you are playing Call of Duty, I assume you do, my transdemic video with the Joker on the thumbnail will be some of the linked Taking America virtual content. The Joker is on the thumbnail to remind people how clown reality the whole transgender thing is and how bad the propaganda markets are in America. That being said, leave a like if you know one of the propaganda markets is on virtual reality, especially the PSVR 2 headset. It's partly why these soybeans are still lubing up inside the Seth Rogen Call of Duty skin and thinking they are gaming alpha. Let's break this down a little more, since we said we were going to talk about the gaming industry and the gamers. Activision is obviously concerned with virtue signaling more than virtual immersion. That is the blue pill. Flat screen is the blue pill for all intents and purposes in this video. And reducing the video game industry down to this allows me to brag about upcoming content. Morpheus from the Matrix will soon be visiting the gamers to ask a very important question and help introduce Sweet Baby Inc. to the VR players. Many of them don't know evil consultant agencies are wokeifying and propagandizing their video games. Also that they do not want people getting into VR gaming and actually gaming like a chud. We have changed from Save America VR to Dark America Gaming, and part of gaming on the dark side is bringing back some light. The black pill, ironically, is going to shed light on why the gaming industry is so clown reality. Please be enlightened that it is not just because of the game developers, but also because of the gamers themselves. I will remind the community again that not all of the soybeans want to grow. The red pill is dead, and Call of Duty has a major black pill. Keep in mind, this does not apply to all of the players. Many red pill gamers have already walked away from Call of Duty because they knew Activision was asking them to bend over to the agenda, in addition to paying more money each year for the same garbage game. But many gamers stuck around, and many gamers continue to log in to Call of Duty matches and call this pile of shit their gamer heaven, even until this day. I know it is absolutely insane. They are still playing it. It is so insane you almost can't believe it. You are wondering how the player base doesn't see the flawed and degenerate libtard fetish foundation. Well, let me tell you, they do see it. That is the black pill. They know it is blue pill garbage, and they absolutely love it.
I have an outro you're really going to enjoy, especially if it's obvious to you. Activision released the rainbow bullet skin for Call of Duty to virtue signal after one of the transgender school shootings. That said, we love the trans gamers and the LGBTQ gamers on this channel, but we want to have fun while we expose the decay and brainwashing in modern entertainment. A lot of people have misinterpreted my old handle, The White Gamer. So I encourage everyone to check out my video, The Hero PlayStation Never Gave You. I also know that people might not be ready for alpha gaming, or might not have the money in 2025 to upgrade. So Sigma Gaming is coming for everybody. And if you're one of the people that don't have the money, you'll really appreciate my Dead PlayStation Theory video I just renamed to PlayStation is Dead Platinum Rebuild. If you don't own PlayStation technology, you'll still really appreciate it. Make sure to feel good about your gaming and follow the mask to stay platinum.
The Activision trans bullets in Call of Duty situation is getting way crazier. I think they might call me to make a virtual reality game, take it next level. Check it out. Activision trans bullets, those are baby paper. True way to role play a trans mass shooter is, of course, inside virtual. I'll see you inside virtual reality, inside the headset, inside the action. You get the idea, people. Virtual reality is the based way to game. I put the anti-woke mod on PSVR 2. This is for more than just the hardcore gaming market. This is therapy for greater America. Joe Biden reality is way too expensive, way too dangerous, and way too unclean. So we're going into virtual reality. Here's some thumbnails for my virtual reality wokeness executions, but I'm linking my virtual reality wokeness execution at Kotaku featuring Elisimer content in the thumbnail. If you know, you know. Check it out.